right, welcome back to another edition of Sling Paint Gaming.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Berto.
I'm Nims.
Oh, I like what you're rocking today.
Yeah, got my old school Sling Paint jersey on.
So for those who don't know, Sling Paint, Nims and I both started Sling Paint when we actually started playing paintball.
Yep.
And it was actually a big community thing, and then life got in the way, and we stopped playing paintball because you would have to travel a lot for it and stuff. But we have so Sling Paint was originally all paintball stuff. So that was actually the jerseys that we had custom made for us back in the day when we used to play paintball.
Figured I'd throw it on for old time's sake.
Yeah, I like it, man. I have mine. And my call sign was actually Savage, and Nims he kept his Nims.
Yep, it's always been Nims.
And you have a number on the back of your jersey?
I do, 13.
Yeah, mine was 55.
So Nims 13 is also my gamer tag on Xbox if anybody wants to play.
Yep, and I think mine's Mr. Savage Berto.
Yep.
So we got another list today, and I was going through all the lists that everybody gave. Thank you guys for all sending these lists in. I mean, you guys sent a lot of lists
Yeah,
in.
we're getting a ton. So
yeah, good
awesome.
stuff.
Thank you.
So also, we've been getting a lot of great feedback on these lists. You know, people like several people have mentioned that they're new to the game and they start getting some ideas and they started running some of these lists and they were winning at some of their either local casual play at the stores or some tournaments. So that's awesome. I'm really glad you guys are getting a lot of these lists.
Yeah, and it's opening up a lot more ideas to people who wouldn't normally run those lists.
Right.
I mean, like me, I was always Imperial, and then I started Scum. Well, now we're starting to see some Rebel stuff come out, which is making me kind of want to play them.
Yes, they're no longer squishy in his eyes.
Or if you've watched a few of our latest matches, well, I kind of got my butt kicked by a Rebel squad. So, it's opening up new pathways there.
So we got DanielW. He sent the list. He calls it a casual playlist.
Yep.
Right.
He called it the Rainbow Squadron.
We have to rename it.
We dubbed it Crayola.
Crayola. And Crayola, I like the name Crayola because of all the pilots that he has on this list here. So what does he got? So
he's got an A-wing green squadron pilot with Outmaneuver.
Okay.
He's got a B-wing with the blue squadron pilot, plasma torpedoes, and extra munitions.
Okay.
He's got X-wing with a red squadron pilot. You notice the color?
I see the color things here. Okay.
So with Flechette Torpedoes and R5D8.
You never really see R5D8. Okay.
Yeah. So those of you that don't know what R5D8 does, it's on an evade or a focus result, you discard one of your face down damage cards.
And that's an action. You get to roll one defensive dice as your action.
So you're you're pretty much getting a hull back by discarding a damage card. So
not too bad, but it is a chance roll because it is luck of the die. It is
right.
It's a defensive die, so
it's not guaranteed.
Mathematically, you're on the lower end of getting a result, but still, that's not bad. Evade or focus result, you can actually remove a damage.
I mean, you're losing your action, so you're not going to be able to focus or target lock with that with the X-wing, which kind of needs a target lock. And
the last ship he's got here is the Gold Squadron pilot, Y-wing.
Yep.
Okay, and he's running Proton Torpedoes and an R2 Astromech on that. So, like, the first look at this list is, like, trying to see how he put together and different things. It's different. It's much different than what we normally see, especially for the B-wing and the Y-wing. Because B-wing, I think a lot of people run heavy laser cannon, and the Y-wing, you see a lot of people run the TLT, twin laser turret.
Yep.
So this is definitely a different list that than what you normally see here.
Yeah, I mean, for casual play, I think it'll, be a great list as long as you're not going up somebody who's competitively building a list for tournaments.
Right.
I mean, you've got the A-wing, which is pretty fast and maneuverable. You've got the X-wing, which is almost up there. And then you've got your slower, your B and your Y-wing.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's definitely a unique take on this list. Like, the one thing is, like, if I was to play this list, like, I think, if I would definitely use, like you said, use my A-wing and my X-wing as my flanking pilots and keeping my B and my Y probably close together. With the Y, it's not a fast ship, but the cool part about it with R2 Astromech, he does put it so 1 and 2 speed maneuvers are green maneuvers. That's huge.
So you're dropping stress pretty easily on that. But yeah, I would flank with the A and the X, and I feel like it's a PlayStation controller almost.
It's true.
We just need a circle in there somewhere. Even though I'm an Xbox player. But
the funny thing is, like, looking at this list here with the Y-wing, like, normally, like I said, I would probably run the Y. You always usually run TLT with the Y, and it's just one of those buzzard ships that you just run around, keep it at range 2 and 3. But I would actually want to see this list play, just because it's a different take on the thing. But
yeah,
but like I don't know. Like I said, I think if I was going against this list and I saw this list going up, and I saw the Y-wing not having twin laser turret, the Y and the B-wing, I would probably definitely go for first. I would probably want to take those out because those are the biggest ships.
yeah.
B's got the 3-hull and the 5 shields, and the Y is the reverse of that, 5-hull and 3 shields. I would probably definitely want to take those out.
See, I might do it a different way. I might try and take out the A and the X first, just because they're going to be harder to kill.
That's true.
So the more shots I have on them, the better. Also, these are all low pilot skill, so
I saw that.
You're gonna get, anybody with a 5 or higher is gonna be able to shoot first.
And outflank them too.
Yep.
So you got so you got the green is a 3, the blue, the B wing's a 2, X wing's a 4, and the yellow wing's a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely play asteroids with this list too, just because they're pretty maneuverable.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about a large ship, from flying into debris or asteroids. So,
yeah, I would definitely. I mean, Daniel, definitely let us know how you play this list and what's the strategy behind this list, because I think the biggest thing is this is not normally the builds that you would see for these type of ships. But definitely, I would love to see. I mean, it's a lot of hit points. You got 4 ships being able to attack, which is great. As many ships you can get out there that's slinging dice. You got the A wing, which is only 2 dice. Attacking the blue, the X are also 3 dice.
Yeah, so it's 10 overall. I mean, you're throwing a lot of dice, and that's not counting the plasma torpedoes or the Flechette torpedoes either,
True.
which add an extra dice here or there.
And he's definitely got a lot of secondary weapons on here, and they all require target locks in order to initiate.
Yep.
But yeah, all right. So if you guys have any comments or questions relating to Daniel W's list here, the Rainbow Squadron, or AKA Crayola, definitely leave them in the comments below.
Yeah.
How would you fly this list, or how would you modify this list, tweak this list? Let us know below, and give us some feedback.
Yeah, and thanks again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/slingpaint. And also check us out on the website now, slingpaint.com. You can watch all of our videos on there. You can leave comments, check out news. Eventually, we might be adding some little articles and things like that.
Yep.
But hey, let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks, guys.